I just want to start with breathing.
It's a good call.
I've started with breathing before, but it's good to emphasize breathing because there's some people that don't do it well. And I feel like those people that don't breathe well don't live well.
Well, I think you're right.
And if you don't live well, then
You don't breathe well.
you don't breathe well if you don't live well. It's the snake that ate its tail.
It is a circle of life that you control with your nasal passage.
Breathing.
Yeah.
It is. It is. So that's why I wanted to start this off with a little bit of breath work. Breath work, as they call it. Not to be confused with light work. Do you know what light work is?
Yeah.
Yep.
I do a lot of light work.
Light work. It's when you don't put any effort into your employment opportunities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's light work or working lightly. But no, there's another form of light work. I think Pete Evans is into it. It's something to do with spirituality, healing, and kale chips or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lightening the load mentally, maybe.
I think it's more of a spiritual thing, something to do with
Spiritual.
actual light,
aura,
like
a glow.
an aura, a
Like
glow.
pregnant women, they have a
Yeah.
they have a glow about them. They say.
Do they?
Yeah, often.
I think that's actually from sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of a sheen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a sheen. It's like a greasy slime because the
Yeah.
skin is,
Quite like when you're going along a back road and your high beam hits some roadkill and it just pops out, it stands out amongst the other foliage and road and scenery. Like,
I mean, that's a great analogy to use for a pregnant woman. They look like a bit of roadkill caught in headlights.
well, just the sheen.
Just the sheen, just the sheen,
Just
yeah.
the glow.
Not
the,
the woman. The
No.
woman doesn't look like a piece of roadkill.
No.
Just the sheen.
No, and the
of
blood
a
and the
pregnant
guts.
woman.
I'm not visually actually taking that to the woman and the baby.
Yeah.
It's
Because
more,
that would be disrespectful. Because women are there to bring life. Without women, there wouldn't be us.
there wouldn't be milk.
So it would be rude. It would be disrespectful to compare a woman to a piece of roadkill. And you're not doing that, though, are you?
No.
You're just comparing
No.
the sheen, just solely the sheen of lights shining on a piece of roadkill to a woman's sheen when she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And I think with this, we should move on, and we should move on from this subject because some people could see this as quite a bad way to start this podcast, especially because we haven't done this for a little while now. A couple of months break. And we're getting back into it, and we're finding our feet as we go. So some of the stuff we say is going to probably be, it'll be deemed, it'll be perceived as being disrespectful, I guess, even though there's no intent whatsoever, especially towards pregnant women who are, the bearers to life on
Yeah.
this planet,
Oh,
for humankind at least.
I've got a glow about them. They're
They do
beautiful.
have a glow much like roadkill on the road.
Yeah,
When,
that shit
high
that just bam, boom, pops out. Especially their eyeballs.
yeah, mainly the eyeballs and the intestinal tract.
Yeah,
But what's been happening in Raglan? Well, because we've got notes, obviously.
That's right.
You've got the agenda.
that's a question I'd like to pose to you, Luke, from Raglan. It's been a big week for Raglan. There's been the
It's
Raglan
been a
Curl
big week.
Pro Rip.
The Curl
The
Pro.
Rip Pro.
Yep.
I actually won the Rip Pro once, which was the fastest way out the back. Find the rip, get out there, and I think it was due to my shape and weight.
And you beat a German tourist to it.
Yeah, beat them
Yeah.
out there.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive.
The Raglan Rip Pro. It's a high honours to win that.
I'm not sure why you've just brought this up now. I guess it's maybe.
Oh, I forgot about it. I was only 17.
Oh, okay.
Hanging out with some Germans. Anywho, been a big week for Raglan.
Yeah,
You
we've
had the actual Rip Curl
couple
Pro.
of things happened. We obviously got new seal on the road.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
On what road?
Like just the road, the road.
You got a new road.
Yeah. Well, no, not a new road. We got the same road, but it's been sealed.
Not shingle anymore.
Nah, no stones. Oh, there's still
Horse and
stones.
cart. I know how to get into Raglan.
Yeah.
The track. It's goat track.
Well, it's not a goat track anymore. Like you can have 2 cars on there now,
That's
or like 1 car going each way.
The whole way?
They've put a centre line in there, So like you don't, you know which side you should be on. Like
You don't have
roughly.
the reflectors on the sides of the roads or anything yet, do you?
What are they?
Yeah, no. Didn't think you'd have those.
Nah.
Very
no,
little
not yet.
safety out on the Raglan Road.
No, but the main thing is we've got a sealed road, so we've like less stone chips.
Did
People were just getting up in arms about all the stone chips in Raglan. There were too many stone chips, which is... I was actually quite surprised that many people had windshields on their cars in Raglan. But it was a problem, and but we've got past that now. We've got a sealed road. So if you're thinking of coming to Raglan,
you don't need your chains.
You don't need your chains anymore. So that's one thing that you don't have to worry about, or your shovel.
You don't need a shovel.
If there's a large, you
don't need to take...
What is that called? Dirt, a mound in front of
it's
you.
definitely
Flattened the road and sealed it. So
did they give you the nice black smooth stuff or the rocky sort of cheap shit?
I'm not sure what it is. Like, I mean, when I come up to Auckland, I noticed that the roads here are just that beautiful black tarmac.
Yeah, racing car.
And yeah, it's similar to that. A few more holes and dips.
Yeah,
okay. But similar. So that's one of the main things. And then obviously, like you said, the Roadkill Pro kicked off.
Yeah, the surfing competition.
Yeah.
Once a year.
That was the 20th anniversary.
Oh, that's a big one. Congratulations
the
to the event and the organisers there. 20 years.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's what they call a milestone.
How many years have you been in it?
I've done most years.
What, of all 20?
Yeah, of all 20.
Were you in the first one?
Oh, I was in the first one, yeah. Yeah, I was in the first one.
Amazing.
Yeah,
you win
crazy.
That? You would have won that.
That's longevity.
You won that?
You know, some people, they don't even surf for that long. But I've been competing for that long.
Yeah, that's right.
Over 20 years competitively surfing.
Yep.
And when I say competitively, it doesn't mean I've been winning. Like most competitive surfers, most competitive surfers are losers.
Yeah, they are.
There's no one who just wins all the time.
No.
And like any kind of like competitive arena, like most people are fucking losers. And we need to remember that. You know, for every Roger Federer and every Kelly Slater, Tiger Woods, there's fucking thousands of pathetic losers. People just lost. They just keep losing all the time. And
there's only one Slater, you know, like that. You have been. And why do people keep on competing?
But he's a loser too. He loses more than he wins, obviously. So you could say that Kelly Slater is a loser.
Kelly Slater is a bit of a loser.
He is a loser.
Yeah. Yep. No, you're bang on.
Tiger Woods, loser. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was in the NBA.
Absolute loser.
Michael Jordan, he was in the NBA for what, 18 years?
Yep.
18 seasons or whatever it was. He won 6 titles. So what's that?
Yep.
6? That's 3. So he's 66% a loser. And 66% losing rate is far more than 33% of a winner.
Amazing. Ronaldo in soccer.
Loser. Yeah.
Dan Carter for rugby.
Loser.
Absolute
Richie
loser.
McCaw. Fucking loser.
Jesus.
Israel Adesanya. Fucking loser. Yeah.
Loser.
All losers.
Yep. Funny.
And that's the thing.
Nigel Houston.
Loser. And we put all these people up on a pedestal, and it's just like, why would we have these people up here as role models?
I don't.
When they're fucking losers, and I don't.
Yep.
I don't have these idols, you know.
I look
because
up to
they're
you.
losers.
You're not.
I'm not.
You've
because
managed to get through without being a loser.
Well, like I mean, take that last contest for example, the Roadkill contest.
Yeah.
Did I lose that? No.
No.
Because I didn't enter.
No, you weren't.
That's the trick, man. If you don't compete, you can't lose.
So who was there a men's comp?
I know there was a women's event.
There was, eh?
There was a women's event.
Who won that?
Paige Harab.
Paige?
Yeah.
Taranaki?
Yep, Paige from Taranaki.
Well
strong goofy footer, been on the women's world tour.
She's a goofy footer.
Lost a shit ton on there. That's for sure.
I knew there was a reason why she was my favourite female New Zealand surfer.
Why is that?
Goofy footer.
Goofy footer, exactly. And that's why she's up there. My top 3 New Zealand, top 4? No, top 3.
We can't choose all of them.
No, we can't choose all of them. But I'd say her, Jessica Santorik, and Kelly Clarkson, my 3 favourite female goofy footers in New Zealand. In no particular order. It just depends on the day.
Like
but
a Neapolitan ice cream. You know, when you get a scoop, you get to taste all 3.
Yeah. No. I know where you're going with that, and we've talked
about...
No,
it's a euphemism for them being... No, there's no split levels between the 3.
But I know where you're going with that. You were trying to bring in that sexual innuendo, and it's far too early in the podcast.
Sorry.
And you know you only get one shot at it, and that was your one go, all right?
Yep.
So moving on from that, yes, Paige Harab was the victor in this event.
Yeah, and congratulations.
And then obviously everyone else is a bunch of fucking losers.
Losers, yeah.
And,
Shame.
Yeah, so I mean, I think technically there was a men's event as well.
Yep.
But in saying that, I mean, it wasn't competitive.
You weren't in it. So
I wasn't in it, so
no.
I mean, straight off the bat,
Fucking-
whoever wins, there's a big asterisk next to that.
Yeah. What was Billy? Billy's not there. He's an
Billy,
Aussie.
he was not there. No.
Kehu Butler.
Kehu, he wasn't in it either.
Any of the Quinn boys? Jay?
No,
Naz?
none of the Quins. So I mean,
Oh.
right there off
Ricardo?
the bat, you've got
Ricardo
most of
there? He was.
Oh, Ricardo was there, but he's a real estate agent now, so he doesn't really count.
Yeah. Is he a real estate agent?
He's a real estate. He sells houses, properties.
Great move.
Yeah. Oh, great move. Far better than trying
What
to,
an option.
fucking flog a dead horse trying to become a professional surfer.
Over on the East
Especially
Coast
being
there.
a New Zealander trying to be a professional surfer. That's damn
Yeah,
near fucking impossible.
Yeah, it's against him.
Property, though, that's on the way up.
Yeah.
Professional surfing is going that way,
Yeah.
down, straight down.
Less and less of them.
Less, yeah.
Tight.
The bottom's falling out of that. Whereas property market, straight up.
And especially where he is. Beautiful out there on the East Coast.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, we wouldn't want to live there.
Lock your door.
Great for an investment property.
Yeah.
But I would not
Mate,
recommend
yeah,
moving
rental.
your family there.
But there would be some lovely spots that you could buy and rent out with wonderful sea views, nice
Oh,
little
beautiful.
lifestyle blocks, 5-6 acres.
Yep.
Wonderful long sun hours.
Low decile schools.
But Gisborne, yeah.
Gisborne. Still in Gisborne.
Bad fish.
But I mean, Ricardo, he's probably going to do quite well because he's a charismatic guy, looks good, well marketable.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's what
Looks
selling
great in his-
houses
looks
is
great
all
in his
about.
suit.
Looks great in a suit.
His
And we all
pants.
know that's what real estate is about. It's about selling the dream and selling yourself, and yourself as the dream. It's
Yeah.
less about the property because, I mean, let's just face it.
That sells itself.
It sells itself, and
Yeah.
you have to have one over your competition in the real estate industry, which means you have to look good and you have to present yourself well.
I think you need to put a billboard up in the city of your face on it so that you're the star. James, real estate. Call me.
And that's
021. They do.
but
and it's-
that's it.
Yeah.
They do it, and it works for them.
Up in lights.
Yep, it's all marketing.
Ray White.
It's all fucking smoke and whistles.
I'm going to ring him.
Yeah, well, you see it and you're like, oh, I was actually looking at selling a house or purchasing a
But
property,
that smile.
and there's the guy there.
Fuck.
Because who knows? There's all these cowboys out there, you know. They're
Yeah.
trying to sell you the dream, trying to sell you a 3-bedroom house that apparently hasn't had any like murder kills in it.
Yeah, and it didn't prove positive under the meth test.
Yeah. They're
You
trying
know?
to sell these fucking volatile properties. You just don't know with these cowboys. But if you see someone who has marketed themselves well, and like you look at Ricardo,
Oh,
he's got a
he's-
beautiful
what a-
mane of long, blonde, wavy hair.
He's a marketer's
You
dream.
can't look past that, and he's got the credibility of a professional surfer.
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
obviously not a surfer. Like you could never trust just a normal surfer bum
No,
who probably
no.
smokes marijuana
Yeah,
every day.
pot-smoking
But
hippie.
someone, yeah, exactly, someone who's invested a lot of time and energy to becoming one of the best in their chosen field.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's probably going to achieve the same success in real estate.
Yeah, or he'll just cut fat checks, man, and hang out. He'll probably
That's what
surf
it's all
more.
about. Yeah. Well, they say the real estate industry is similar to cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. You know, you invest and your dividends are skyrocketing through the roof. You
Yeah.
just have to get your foot in the door.
Yeah. Get on the ladder, so to speak,
Yeah.
and go rung by rung.
Yep. And that's why at the moment our interest rates are so low. Property values are sky high. Sky high. I mean, no one can afford a property unless you already have
Yeah, I've
several
made
properties.
hundreds of thousands of dollars off this one.
Yeah, I know, because you already
Fucking
had a
made me
property.
rich.
You had a property,
And I'm
you're like,
soaking up with my white privilege
yep.
and my capitalism.
Oh, man. Hey, it's good for some. Good
yeah,
for some.
oh, it's
Bad
nice.
for most.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
But anyway, we'll get back to the surf comp, which is, yeah, like you said, losers.
yeah,
The surf comp was full of fucking losers.
Yeah.
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 There was only one winner, though. And I can't remember who that was because it means absolutely nothing to me because I didn't enter.
but to be fair, you did win the Rip Curl Raglan Pro, and well done.
Yep. Congratulations to whoever the fuck that was.
No, it was. it's-
We'll put an asterisk next to that victory. I mean, I'm not, I don't want to take anything away from the person that won it, and I don't want to disrespect them in any way.
it sounds a
And
little
I
bit
don't
like
want to sound
you're jealous.
negative, but
It sounds like a lot of jealousy's coming across.
I don't know how I would be jealous if I didn't even enter the event.
I think you wish you went.
No. Well, I mean, the waves did look extremely fun, and I know for a fact that I would have won.
Yeah. How many titles have you got of that?
I've only got 2.
Two.
I've got none actually of that contest, but I've won in Raglan twice.
Oh, so you got none of that
in the last 3
so
years. In the last 3 years, I've won twice,
in Raglan.
and I've come second twice.
But not the Ripkill Pro.
Not the Ripkill. I've only come second in that twice.
Okay. Just sort of working out what's going on in your mind there. And
Yeah, no, that's all good.
And there's a little bit of anger, I guess.
It's not anger. I don't have any anger or any resentment towards whoever the fuck won that stupid contest that I didn't go in the weekend.
Okay.
Nothing. Like, I mean, I respect them for, for going along and doing a couple of fucking, up and down little turns and shit and sucking the judges off and all that. And, that's up to them, whatever. It's got nothing to do with me because I wasn't there. But all I'm saying is that, I wasn't in it, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay.
And the victor should just put an asterisk next to that win because it didn't really count. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, cool. We'll just note that because it was probably getting confused with jealousy and a little bit of backstabbing.
Yeah.
But we won't. I'm really glad you cleared it up.
Yeah, because I could see how I could come across that way.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. It's not like that at all.
No.
Like I've got,
healthy respect for anyone that wins that competition.
Well, you said it. You said it.
Yeah.
Your words.
Yeah, my words.
Yeah.
Okay.
But congrats to Paige Harrop for taking that out too.
Yeah, that is amazing. Paige slayed that.
Yeah. And also, here's a interesting little tidbit for you. A little bit of knowledge. Women's division, same prize money as the men.
Why?
We'll move on from that. I don't want to talk about this anymore because I feel like if we went down that path, we could find ourselves in a little bit of trouble.
I think you'll find the answer's probably just because they need to be respected the same. And, okay. Well, because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be is I guess the other question.
Yeah. I mean,
why, maybe that's what I should have asked.
I'm not going to say this.
I'm not going to
say this. Like, I wouldn't say, because I don't want to say anything negative about women surfing, especially in New Zealand. But, so I'm not going to, and I wouldn't say anything about how, like, their field is, like, I mean, they've got, there's usually about 22 women, 116 guys. So you've obviously, the talent pool is a little bit different. Women make 1 heat to earn money. Guys have to make 5.
Yep.
If I'm just crunching the numbers, like,
that's good.
It's way easier.
Make sure you work out what you're doing before you say it.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure it out. So it's way easier for the woman to make money, whereas the men have to surf way more. They have to be surf way better. It's way more competitive. It's far more competitive. Way more entertaining for the audience, and then you carry the one over there, and then you've got how the chicks it's just so much fucking easier for them to actually do any good in the contest, and
but it does look good by the brand if the brand pays the right amount of money.
But because and then because feminism and women's
over
equality,
and then history, it's true.
So and then throughout history, I understand that, but then you'd so I mean I wouldn't want to say anything bad about it, but I just did a calculation in my head.
Yeah.
And just figured that it's awesome that it's
it needs to be like that.
There's equality.
Fantastic, yeah.
There's
and I'm glad I asked why.
Yeah.
Because we can get to points like this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
So that's the start of the podcast, I guess.
Well, I guess it is.
That's how we start them. You were wondering that at the start? I think that's how we'll start them.
No, I said we just start it. You can't just say, how do we start it? You just begin. Everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
We've got notes here. We've got some notes. Well, firstly, actually, have you ever... what's the biggest fish you've caught?
The biggest fish I've caught?
Yeah.
Have you seen those photos lately? Because I've been fishing.
Yeah,
I've been slaying it.
You have. Yeah, I've seen you throwing some lines out.
Yeah. And it turns out that...
Dragging anything in?
Yeah, I've been fucking slaying it. But it turns out, your fishing etiquette and your fishing culture is very similar to surfing. You'll have a spot that you'll...
Line up.
No, you want to keep it to yourself, right?
Yep.
You want to have your secret spot, and you're always, you're pretty fucked off. I'm pretty fucked off if I see someone trying to fish in my spot.
Yeah.
In my secret spot.
My spot,
even though it's not a secret spot, it's
obvious. You were there.
I'm there all the time.
Main beach at the front there. Couple maybe.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Stop talking about But yeah, it's not really a secret spot, even though I'm not going to like actually disclose where it is. But I get fucked off when I see someone fishing at my spot, just the same as I would if I saw someone trying to surf at my spot. Which was
fair.
but,
Hey,
yeah.
sometimes there's some rules in life.
Yeah. And I just noticed that I had those same feelings of aggression and hatred towards people that go fishing in my spot as I do that people go surfing in my spot. And I drew the parallels there.
That's interesting. It's great. You're right.
Yeah. It's that same burning feeling of like disappointment and hatred.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I asked
fishing
is because I went to a marlin fishing competition, and I sort of it was a bit of a game changer for me, and I was kind of interested to get your take on marlin fishing. Because I've never been before. I knew nothing about marlin fishing. There's no marlin in Levin.
Oh.
You know, a couple of gropers.
Well,
you
yeah,
can
it's
imagine.
not even
I almost
coastal,
got
is
done
it?
for groping once.
Oh.
But sorry.
Yeah. So I told you had one.
Okay, that was the second one. But yeah, marlin anyway, man. What do you know about marlin fishing?
Well, I know that marlin fishing is, it's similar to wakeboarding. It's similar to wakeboarding and America's Cup yachting.
Oh, yeah?
It's for generally for rich white people.
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
And that's how I see marlin fishing is similar to those things. Yeah, for rich white people. Obviously there are other demographics that get involved in those sports and those activities.
Sure.
But let's just say generally rich white people.
Yeah, if you get a pigeonhole them, it's easier. We're on a podcast.
It's easy. We're pigeonhole people, rich white people.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not a huge fan because it's a little bit more elitist. You don't just have a fishing rod and a bait and a hook and just chuck it out off the beach and have a chance at reeling in a marlin. That's not going to happen. You're out there on your $150,000 boat, burning through $1,000 of petrol, using your fucking $50,000 worth of gear.
Yeah.
Tackle. And your lures and all that sort of shit. And also, obviously, we'll get to this point, but when you take a marlin out of the ocean, you're taking an entire breeding cycle out of the ocean. You're cutting, basically castrating an entire family of marlin.
And there's not a lot of them, is there as well? So.
Well, I don't know a hell of a lot about marlin. I do know that they are big and they've got like pointy noses.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure
they weigh them by their tail. I know that.
They string them up by their tail.
Publicly too.
Yeah.
Like they used to do in the old days.
It's pretty fucking disrespectful.
Fiddled with a kid, they'd do it in the street. It's like they treat the marlin like that.
Yeah, they do. But I think they breed for life.
Okay.
Which means they have sex their entire lives.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
Like me, from day one.
No, not like that. No, but I think they have one partner. Like penguins.
And ducks.
Penguins or paradise ducks.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't see people out there. Fuck, you want some? Yeah, there you go, boy. And that's why you don't see people just going out and like harpooning emperor penguins. Because they breed for life. Otherwise, would be out there, would be fucking chewing on. This wouldn't be Jack Link's beef jerky. We'd probably be eating penguin jerky because I'm sure it'd be delicious.
Yeah,
but we don't do that because we
nice,
have respect for these animals that breed for life. Yet we don't have that same respect for marlin.
And so, where do they go? They go out and they just grab them way out offshore. I didn't go out on the boats or anything. I was just at the prize giving.
Yeah.
What's the process? How can I understand what it's like?
To catch one or to like
be it? Tell me about marlin.
To be a marlin. Well, the thing is, when you take a marlin out of circulation, like that's essentially destroying an entire family tree.
Yeah.
All right. So, to put it this way, it's kind of like if you were at what's your favourite bar in Levin? Or let's take it further.
Levin
Let's
Club.
go to like the fanciest city in your area, Palmerston North.
Palmerston North.
So you're going to like the Dog's Nutsack. What's the bar there called?
That's
the Dog's Nutsack. You're going to the Dog's Nutsack, and you see a girl there, and you're like, oh shit, she's pretty good looking.
Bitsy.
She's got all her fingers. She doesn't have extra ones, and she's not my cousin or my sister or any relation at all.
Hoops, earrings. Got hoops on.
Hoop earrings. Yeah. and she's wearing lipstick. And you're
Oh,
like, oh shit, okay. She's
quite badly. Like,
Yeah.
it's already smudged. She's
Right.
already pashed like 3 dudes.
yeah, but still, you
she's
could be the
got it.
last dude that she
She's-
pashes,
that's
and that's
right.
what really counts.
That's the winner.
And then she takes a keen eye to you, and you're like, all right.
Oh, fuck yeah. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
this.
You're in there. You're in there
Yeah.
at the fucking dog's nutsack.
Yeah.
And you've Janice has laid eyes on you. You've laid eyes on Janice. You're like, it's all on. So then you go jump in an Uber. Oh,
They don't
they
have
don't
that.
have Uber.
Nah,
No,
you gotta
well,
walk.
You go jump on a horse and cart, and then you're on your way back, and then the next thing you know, something drops out of the sky, and you're like, oh shit, what's that? I should probably try and grab that with my mouth. And then you go up and you try and grab this thing with your mouth. Turns out it's a fucking fishing lure. You get hauled onto a boat, and then someone strings you up by your feet.
Hangs you up in the middle of the
Yeah,
fucking
hangs
street.
up, and that's what it's like for a marlin. They're off on their migratory sexual what do they call
Adventure.
that? Adventures.
Yeah.
They're off to spawn or
Yeah.
do their
Get
sex
freaky
and
in
stuff,
the islands.
and then they just get hauled out of the ocean.
Fuck,
That's
and
what
then hang
that's
up,
what's happening.
And then hang up in the middle
They're
of the
on
street.
they're on their sex cycles.
My God.
The marlin run. They're
Right.
off to fuck other marlins and make baby marlins, like yourself and Janice in Palmerston North after
Yeah.
the dog's nutsack.
It's like pests hanging out along the corridor of Florida. So when everyone goes on spring break, they get there and try and pick up all the Sheilas on their way.
I don't know anything about Florida.
Neither.
No.
Never been there.
But I mean, that's marlin fishing. That's basically marlin fishing. So that's what's happening every time one of these marlin are taken out of the ocean.
You've really spelt that out to me in a way
Yeah.
that I can understand. And
But I'm sure it'd be fun as fuck.
you make a great teacher.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun though, trying to haul in a marlin.
Yeah, like some of them were like 250 kilos.
Oh, they get up there.
60
They
kilos.
get up there.
One guy was talking when we were there. They were saying someone caught a 410 kilo black
They're the big boys, the black ones.
out off. What'd they say? Maybe Gizzy. Yeah.
Yeah, they get pretty big.
I
Another
was
thing
like,
about
what are they
marlin
talking
is
about? Sounds highly racist. They were going blues, the stripes, and the blacks. Have had me a couple of blacks.
it's all about colours.
It's a black marlin.
Yeah, they will discriminate about colours
Yeah.
of fish.
Yeah.
But and the thing about marlin too is that it's actually not very delicious.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, you got to smoke it.
I had a
And if
marlin
you got to
steak.
smoke, if you got to smoke a fish, it's probably not fucking good.
I fed it to my dog.
Yeah, yeah.
He loves it. He likes anything though.
He's a fucking dog. Dogs will eat anything.
Yeah.
Stop
Anyway.
fucking eyeing me up, you
Oh,
little
thanks
cunt.
for sort of, getting me through that. It was
Yeah,
interesting.
but I mean, did you have an enjoyable time at this fishing tournament?
Well,
Did
I
you
was
learn
just-
much about
it was a
fishermen in general?
Yeah. What you do is when you go on one of these comps, what you do is you go, you drink heaps of piss, you say real shit things about your wife.
Yep.
You do, I think you do illicit drugs.
Yep.
And you get strippers out on your boat.
Oh,
That's fucking cool.
yeah, that does sound pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's an interesting
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah, that's what then I was like, so what are you actually doing? Marlin. So I learned all about what happens on the boats.
And you were saying they only caught one marlin.
I didn't know what. Yeah, one
Yeah.
marlin. Well, I think they were quite preoccupied.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it,
Yeah.
and I think that's what you get most of the time at these large fishing tournaments.
Yeah, so I'm surprised the wives let the men go, but I guess.
Well, it's just an excuse for the men to get away from the wives.
Yeah, well, but you know what the wife are up to back home. You know that.
Sucking someone else's cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke and fire.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
That was violent. That was.
It was.
That was.
That was- yeah.
Okay.
So it just brings up
I like
old,
hearing you say stuff like that.
old memories. Yeah, that was
Oh,
that was probably a bit crass. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. No, I like it. It's
Mm.
normally my job, and it was just
Yeah.
something about it.
I took a page out of your book.
Out of this book that I am holding, there's another thing I'd like to say. Goofy
The
foot.
agenda, we like to call it. I
The
probably
agen-
shouldn't be eating this Jack Link's beef jerky while I'm doing this because it's probably quite fucking annoying to listen to.
Chew sound.
Yeah.
So there's a real fetish for it in some parts of the country.
ASMR.
So-
Wait. Just give me a second. Wait, no, shush. That's fucked. I'm sorry. I apologise to anyone who, didn't get aroused
don't
by
mind
that.
it.
I know there's at least a handful of people who
Go-
got
give me-
chubbed.
can I
They
have a
got a
look?
chub.
Give me a bit more of it.
Right. How's that? Shush. Let me do this. Oh yeah. That's yum. That's tasty.
Oh.
So someone definitely enjoyed that. I guarantee
I
at least
did.
one person enjoyed
Made
that.
me laugh. It was there was because I could see there's so many things there. I could picture a cow wrapping its tongue around grass, pulling it out and chomping on that. I could imagine
dicks,
your dicks, and or just base 2. You know, fingers. Second base. I wasn't quite round home. I was just second base.
Just almost
digital.
There. Yeah. No, so I apologise to everyone for that, apart from those people that did enjoy it.
And if you did like it,
if you did enjoy it, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Do you know what? I'm going to start an OnlyFans.
I've got 2.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I
ride around on my e-scooter. Ride around on my e-scooter nude with a POV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually I don't know if I should bring it up because I'm seriously going to do this.
Oh right.
I think I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to leave it. But within the next few months, you'll see my OnlyFans, and it'll be good. It'll be really good. There will be like a little bit of semi-nudity in there.
Can I be in there?
It'll be nothing hardcore.
Oh, I don't want to be in that then.
It'll be educational.
What, is it like going to be like Sky One after midnight back in the 90s? Remember when you like...
It'll be kind of like Red Shoe Diaries, a little bit like that. It's going to be spiritual. It's going to be it'll be a spiritual journey with a little bit of softcore.
Oh, so like a sensual massage?
I don't know what that is, but probably not.
Sensual massage is when you just go to the city, you pay like $160, and this pretty hot chick comes out, rubs your back, your butt, your legs, your calves, your feet, up your shoulders, your neck. Real good massage. Hands right out, tips, then rolls you over and tugs you off.
No. Well, my OnlyFans won't be like that at all. I said more spiritual than that.
Ah. But still softcore like that.
I know. Well, that's more than softcore.
No, that's second base.
That's midcore.
Oh, I suppose it's midcore.
Is that dog such a fucking scab?
Because he likes your Jack Links, man.
Well, beat it.
Okay, before we wrap up the podcast,
what do you mean wrap up?
Well, I don't know. It's actually your call. But before you do anything...
I feel like we've got so much to talk about. We haven't done a podcast in like 2 months.
That's very true.
And there's so much that's happened.
I'm not trying to put times. I'm sorry. I was just trying to remind you that you've got Goofy Footer of the Week and Natural Footer of the Week awards to give away.
You're fucking damn right we've got Goofy Footer of the Week awards and Natural Footer of the Week awards. Because that's what we do here at the Raglan Surfboard Podcast is we give people awards for being outstanding.
We celebrate excellence.
Goofy footers and natural footers an award for being natural footers.
Well, yeah, it's just more of like it's like second prize or third prize, maybe like not even podiumed. It's probably like
some people have actually criticised the severe goofy foot bias that we have on here.
Who?
Which is stupid. I don't even
footers.
know.
It'll be natural footers.
It's not even a bias. It's just facts.
It'll be just dirty natural footers that just don't know that they're just
natural footers.
Yeah.
But Goofy Footer of the Week. We did have a Goofy Footer of the Week. We actually had 2. And this goes to a couple of Goofy Footers who have done some absolutely outstanding work. They've entertained us. They have come up with some like fantastic ideas. 2 are very intelligent men. One of them is probably the best surfer in New Zealand. The other one can't surf for shit. But the Goofy Footer of the Week, co-Goofy Footers of the Week, goes to me and you.
Are we allowed to do that?
Well, we can do whatever the fuck we want. And I thought we may as well give it to us because we haven't done this for a while. And I thought it was maybe a good idea to give us a little bit of a pat on the back and just a little way of getting our spirits up if we're going to move forward with this podcast.
Oh, this is quite a big deal for me. You said some really nice things there.
Yeah, there's a couple there. Yeah.
You said nice. You said...
I said you're a goofy footer.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably the best thing that I could have said to you. That's the best thing that you can really say to most people.
That's nice. Thanks, man. I accept it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not one of these guys that's like Richie's like, oh, no, don't knight me. Fucking
Is Richie not a knight?
Knight me. Oh, no, he said, nah.
That's fucking good because he does not deserve to be knighted.
Oh, if someone's going to... Just take it, man.
I mean, I'd take it, but like all he does is catch a fucking rugby... All he did was catch a rugby ball and run towards a fucking painted line on a grass paddock.
It's like fucking knights and old school. It's English and from the Queen and shit.
Yeah, it's all a big circle jerk though, really,
it's
isn't it?
Just a circle jerk and fucking pompous.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking lame. But anyway,
but to be fair, like if you've done something primo, you become a knight.
But what's Richie McCaw done?
Oh, he didn't get one.
No, but you were saying he turned it down. But why was he...
I'm half guessing, but I think so, yeah.
That would be fucking sad, I reckon. That would just be sad for anyone who
Maybe that's why, because he
anyone
knows
who was a person in society. I reckon.
They
If
knight
Richie
the All
McCaw
Black.
got knighted,
I think they knight the coaches.
oh, it's fucking. Oh,
Has
I hate that word, but it's fucking retarded. You know, it is. It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
knighting someone who does sports. Like,
Yeah.
what have you really contributed to society? You've inspired some youths to pick up a rugby ball and play a game where they're probably getting fucking CTE and destroying their brains every time they fucking hit the ground after a hard tackle.
You're probably
That's
scared.
a good one.
You're probably
Clap, clap. Good work.
You're
Fucking
probably scared.
driving our ACC levies
Oh,
through the
yeah.
roof.
Yeah, fuck
All
those.
the fucking injuries you get from rugby.
Yeah.
Think about that. Good one, Richie McCaw. Yeah, let's promote this shit. Let's get children with brain injuries so they get fucking Alzheimer's, early onset Alzheimer's at age of 55. We've got ACC levies going through the roof, children breaking their arms and legs because of a stupid fucking rugby game. So Richie McCaw, you go fuck yourself, all right? And I didn't really mean it. You're probably a nice guy, but I just mean the whole concept of knighting someone because they chuck a fucking rugby ball around.
Yeah, and to add to that,
Sorry
do you
about
know?
that.
No, there is stats around Richie McCaw actually made kids fat, and so you're right about the all the kids that he got injured because they were trying to be like he was bringing them promoting it to the youths.
Yep.
He also scared a bunch of them off it because they were like, I can't be like him.
I can't be Richie.
I can't do that.
I can't have that
What's
kind
the point
of
in
beautiful
going,
hairdo.
And so they get fat.
Yeah. They don't want to pick up rugby. They
So
don't want to pick up a ball.
you
They
can
get
look
fat.
around at the
and
fat
then you got the
kids.
kids, break their legs. They can't fucking run.
They get
They
fat.
sit around, play PlayStation, get fat.
And
So
so
thanks, Richie McCaw.
look around New Zealand. You can thank Richie for a lot of it.
You know, Saint in my books. Is it Saint or Knight?
He's a knight.
Knight.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no,
you know
he
knight-
said no. He said no because he actually gets it.
Oh, so he's not a knight. Yeah.
Yeah, so
so
he thinks
maybe
like, he thinks like you do. He's like,
Oh, okay.
all I do is throw a rugby ball around. I'm not fucking taking a knighthood.
Oh, fucks. Nah, well, he's probably all right then, eh?
No, he's done well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
well.
that- yeah.
I might have been wrong in what I said, but...
No. The stats on it. The truth.
Oh, yeah.
What we
Well,
said.
no. Sorry, fuck the people who wanted to knight him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Richie, you're good, but fuck those other people that wanted to knight you.
But he did do the stuff you said.
Yeah, no. Oh, he did do that,
Yeah.
though, didn't
You
he?
did make kids fat.
Well, fuck you, Richie McCaw.
Yeah.
Stop making the kids fat.
Yeah. But
They're useless enough as it is already with their bloody telephones and internet and PlayStations.
And their mental illnesses.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You, Richie McCaw.
Natural footer of the
I
week.
mean, he's actually probably a nice guy. He's got a great set of hair.
Yeah.
Sorry, and natural footer of the week. Natural footer of the week. Richie McCaw.
Oh.
Nah, Richie McCaw. We had the Royals because I was like, what's a group that epitomizes what a natural footer is? You know, like a sleazy, scummy, fucking lying,
Yeah.
just a delinquent kind of
Hands out.
just piece of shit.
Take,
you know?
take. Selfish.
Just really epitomizes what a natural footer is. And I
yeah.
thought, boom, straight off the bat, the royal family. The royal family. And then I thought, well, it wasn't after we went through Goof Footer of the Week that I was just like, well, it's Richie McCaw.
Okay, so you're going to
Yeah.
reroute the Natural Footer of the Week award
We've
from the
changed
royal
it.
family.
We've changed it, yeah.
So they tick all the boxes.
They tick all the
Natural
boxes.
Footers. Yep.
Well, maybe we give a co-natural footer because
No.
we gave a co-Goofy Footer of the Week award.
Oh yeah, right.
To me and you.
Double.
And so we're going to do that. This week, Natural Footer of the Week award goes to Richie McCaw and the royal family. Outstanding natural footers, just absolutely nailed what it means and what it takes to become a natural footer.
Yeah.
Which is not just your left foot forward, but it's
No.
just a mindset and just an arrogance and a pompousness.
Yep. It's a pooey stance often.
Yeah, it's like a fat,
Weird,
wide,
awkward.
ugly stance.
Yeah.
Just rude, just ugliness.
It's funny how like natural footers as well can't paddle. Like they look right retards. when
Oh,
they're
well, I
paddling.
think it's something with their spine.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're talking about their feet, right? Natural footer, where they
Because
but
when
it
they're
even
out the womb,
extends- oh,
I think
God.
it's something to do with their left foot being forward.
Yeah.
So when they come out of the womb, they usually end up on their head on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's because of twist in their spine or something, because how they have their left foot forward.
Thrown that, yeah.
So it's something to do with their left foot forward when they're coming out of the womb, and they just most of the time natural footers end up on their head.
Yeah.
And
And the damage was done, and it's
Yeah.
worse now.
that's natural footerism.
I think, and what I like to see, what I do notice is when I see a natural footer paddling, and it's like watching a skater push Mongo. With
It's
his
Mongo.
Mongo.
Yeah.
With his wrong foot.
Yeah. It's similar.
It's why.
Similar sort of style. Well, like I said, it's from birth. It's a birth. It's not even a birth defect. It's just something that generally happens to a natural footer, unless it's a water birth.
And you can see it. You can see it. Oh, it's a natural footer paddle.
That's why water births became quite popular, because there was a serious
Yeah.
problem with children just being spat out of the womb and just hitting on the floor because they had their left foot forward, which was twisting them out when they came out of the vagina.
I do find it surprising that there's more natural footers as well, because you'd think that the stronger gene would, as evolution seemed to have done, make things better for everyone. But it's just kept the natural footer gene in there, rather than releasing more goofy footers.
It's kind of
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Science is bizarre.
But I guess that's why
It's like keeping a disability.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I guess that's why goofy footers are held in such high regard, is
yeah.
because there are less of us, and people can see the importance and the value of having your right foot forward.
And that's why they're all trying to do switch stance,
Yeah.
switch tricks,
And that's why you
Because
see
it's-
people doing switch stance.
and just trying to be goofy.
Yeah. I find it a little bit disrespectful that you were trying to pass
Same.
yourself off as someone else.
Same.
I mean, you could say it's
Footist.
it's cultural appropriation. I guess
Yeah.
it's cultural appropriation when you are a natural footer and you're trying to become a goofy footer. It's
Yeah.
like you're not us.
It's like blackface.
It's exactly like blackface. Yeah. And there is a problem with it. There is a problem with people going switch foot.
Huge.
And it just needs to happen. It's just probably the worst form of cultural appropriation, because it's disrespectful towards.
When's the last time you saw a goofy footer doing anything switch stance?
Never. We're not going to do it. Why would we want to regress?
Fuck would you?
Why would we want
Do
to
that?
regress?
Yeah. And then
It's just like being
Bam.
it's like being a goofy footer and be like, oh shit, I might take half of my brain out of my head and see what it's like to be a natural footer.
yeah.
Like, you wouldn't do that?
No.
No one's going to do that.
Cut your ball bag off.
Yeah, cut your sacks off and
Get
like,
rid of
I'm a
them.
natural footer
Hey,
now.
look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's just weird. But
Anyway.
I mean, it needs to stop. No more of this cultural appropriation.
But a great natural footer of the week recipient.
Oh yeah,
The
and
Royals and
I thought it was
Richie.
good how we winged that and we came up with the co-natural footer of the week.
And we re-established exactly what a goofy footer and natural footer is as well, so
Yep.
we can, know how to hand out awards if we know what we're looking for.
And it's good that people know that, because I think there is a
Everyone's on
little
the
bit
same
of
board here.
there is a little bit of cloudy area around what is a natural footer and what is a goofy footer, because it's more than just a stance. Obviously, it comes from the stance originally,
Yeah.
but it's far more than that.
Yeah, so
it
it's
is far more
developed.
than that.
Yeah.
And it's good, I guess, for us to get that across so that people know.
And I will admit that natural footed lives matter,
They do,
but
not as much.
no. Nowhere near as much.
Yeah. So it's nothing at all to do with race or gender
No.
or sexuality.
No.
It's what foot goes forward.
Yeah.
And we all know that.
Yeah, a female natural footer does add a little bit more of a road bump, but no, it isn't about gender at all.
No, it's not about gender, but a little bit about gender.
Well, just mostly about stance.
Yeah. It is about stance.
Yeah.
Well, was there anything else we needed to...
I feel quite satisfied.
We didn't have any... I don't think there was any feedback. I'm trying to
haven't
think
had
through
any,
feedback.
yeah.
Haven't had a lot of feedback lately.
If you'd like to put some in, I will read it out. I can share it to Luke and get his thoughts on it each week. If that's my
Yeah,
role,
we
I
could
just
do
give
that.
myself a job there.
I think
We can just-
also what we should be doing is we should be getting some, not just feedback, we should be getting some viewer submissions
Oh, that'd
somehow.
be nice.
Listener viewer submissions.
Audio pieces, if you
Audio
like.
pieces, yeah.
Record yourself.
We can get people to send in little video clips of them
Share a
asking
thought.
a question or sharing a thought,
Mm.
maybe a topic that we can talk on. So
Yeah,
I'll
post
set that up.
That would be lovely, actually.
Yeah.
Just drop it in the... you can put it in the comments below. Can you post videos and shit?
Oh, I don't think you can do that, but if I just get people sending them into my Instagram account,
Oh,
maybe that'll
DM
work.
slide in
yeah,
there.
a little slippery old DM. So we'll set that up. We'll try and figure something out there. 'Cause you shut the fuck up. So we'll set that up, and I think it'll add another element to this podcast, which will make this slightly
Connecting.
more bearable.
Yeah.
Slightly more bearable.
Yeah.
Because
More than
people,
two voices
you
as
can
well.
you can become involved in what this conversation is. You can become involved in making history, because that's
Yeah.
essentially what we are.
Yep.
What we are doing here.
Yep, history makers.
Yeah. But apart from that, I want to say big thanks to you, Luke,
Yeah.
for being here and getting on with the job and getting the podcast back underway.
Well, yeah, you saw how much prep and stress it put on me and my family. So thank you for acknowledging that, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's all right. And it's, I mean, I'd like to say thank you to you for uh, leaving your family so that you do have the time
Yep.
to do this.
Yeah, I've
So,
left them.
but yeah, thanks again, everyone, for listening and watching. And we'll see you next. Or we won't see you. You get it.